Videos on the wildlife in the ocean don't seem to get as many views on this channel, but this week's subject is too important to miss. We're talking about the High Seas Treaty, a beacon of hope amid the darkening tides of environmental crisis. Imagine the vast, untamed expanse of the high seas, two-thirds of Earth's oceans, home to teeming life yet perilously unprotected. For nearly 2 decades, nations have navigated treacherous diplomatic waters to forge this landmark agreement. Adopted in June 2023 after grueling negotiations, the agreement under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea on the conservation and sustainable use of marine biological diversity of areas beyond national jurisdiction, affectionately dubbed the High Seas Treaty, has now surged forward with breathtaking momentum. On September 19, 2025, Morocco became the 60th nation to ratify it, triggering its entry into force on January 17, 2026. This is no mere bureaucratic milestone, it's a historic triumph. At the third UN Ocean Conference in June, 19 countries deposited ratifications in a single week, pushing the total to 51 and igniting global enthusiasm. The UN Secretary-General hailed it as a record pace, far swifter than the 12 years it took for the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea to activate. Preparatory commissions are already convening, with sessions in April and August 2025 laying groundwork for institutions that will make this pact operational. Funding pledges, like the $58.2 million from 12 donors for high seas marine protected areas, underscore the urgency. Even landlocked nations are signing on, recognizing the treaty's promise of equitable access to ocean benefits. Why does this matter? The high seas are the planet's lifeblood, absorbing 90% of excess heat from climate change, producing over half our oxygen and sustaining fisheries that feed billions. Yet, only 1.5% is protected, leaving ecosystems vulnerable to overfishing, deep-sea mining, and plastic pollution. For too long, the high seas have been a wild west, lacking comprehensive oversight, said Dr. Katie Matthews, chief scientist for Oceana. The ratification of the High Seas Treaty will help bring order. For the first time, we have the legal foundation to safeguard marine diversity in waters that belong to everyone and no one at the same time. Currently, governance is a patchwork of regional fisheries pacts and scattered safeguards, riddled with gaps that disadvantage developing countries. The treaty closes these voids, providing a unified framework to meet the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework's 30 by 30 goal, safeguarding 30% of oceans by 2030. It advances Sustainable Development Goal 14, bolsters climate resilience, and ensures the high seas remain a global commons, not a frontier for exploitation. At its core, the treaty addresses 4 pillars: marine genetic resources, area-based management tools like marine protected areas, environmental impact assessments, and capacity building with marine technology transfer. On marine genetic resources, organisms from deep-sea microbes to whales that hold untapped potential for medicines and biotech, the treaty mandates fair and equitable benefit sharing. Users must disclose origins and contribute to a global fund, democratizing profits from ocean-derived innovations. For marine protected areas, it streamlines proposals for protected zones in international waters, respecting but not ceding veto power to fisheries bodies. Environmental impact assessments ensure risky activities, like geoengineering or mining, are scrutinized for biodiversity impacts, preventing irreversible harm. Crucially, the treaty prioritizes equity. A clearinghouse mechanism disseminates knowledge transparently, while committees on finance, compliance, and technology transfer empower developing states. Its proponents call for fast-tracking marine protected area designations in biodiversity hotspots, investing in tech for all nations, and holding polluters accountable. The high seas doesn't recognize borders, neither should our resolve. Together, we can turn the tide, ensuring oceans thrive for generations. Don't stop here. Find out more. Visit the links in the description below for more in-depth information on the stories presented in this video. Or if you are a part of a wildlife organization doing something interesting right now, let us know in the comments.